Welcome to CrashRacer. Today we're playing Wreckfest and we're going to do some more online racing. We are back on realistic damage and no resets to the car, so we need to be a little bit careful. First race today is going to be at the Torsdalen circuit. Okay, these are all going to be A-class races, 3 A-class races I'm going to do on this server, and I'm going to use the Speed Demon. 6 laps around here, 16 of us, and myself and this guy here aren't too keen on getting moving. There's a few others doing the same as well. We're just going to take it cautious to start with. Who knows if that's a good idea or not. There's already a car coming back the wrong way. That looked like a Grand Duke. So yeah, I'm going to use the Speed Demon. Obviously a pretty fast car, tuned up to A-class. Car going backwards here, so let's just slip up the inside. Yeah, pretty fast car. Also got a little bit of strength, but not too much. Whereas and some people tend to do the same as me and go for that sort of style of car. Other people on the realistic damage, I'm going to let that one past, because coming down into this really tight corner I could see what was coming there. Yeah, other people tend to go much more for a lot stronger cars with lots of armour and a lot less speed, and go for it that way and try and smash their way to victory, which certainly works really well. Couple off on the side here and we're up to 8th place. Looks like the main pack is all in a line just around this corner. They've just gone around the corner ahead, but the back of them is there. I mean, it's very early days, but at the moment we've done fairly well. Obviously, after sort of letting the others get away, we've managed to catch up with the back of the main pack, I'd say. Oh, bit of a hold up here. How are we going to get around this? 2 Grand Dukes messing around with each other, and we are past, but we need to make sure we're well out the way for the next corner. Not the most familiar with this track. I know it reasonably well, but not as well as some of the other tracks. Obviously with it being one of the more recent tracks, and also with the realistic damage and probably the resetting, no resets is probably more of an issue on this track, because there are so many runoffs on these corners. There's no barriers to hold you in on the track. Well, there's not many. Most of the corners have got big runoff areas where you can easily find yourself, if either you go in too quick or someone hits you from behind, you can easily be 30-40 yards over the edge of the track, and then without reset you've got to find your way back onto the track yourself. Okay, halfway stage then, right up behind 4th place here. Leader is about 10 seconds ahead. Probably have let them get too far ahead, but you can never tell. Oh, there we go, there's a couple pushed off. I'm guessing they're back markers. Up to 3rd place, so one of them might have been what was second, and we are still right behind 2nd place. Leader is still about 10 seconds ahead. But yeah, as we know, easy to get damaged or wrecked, and also there are other cars, as we've seen, who at this point are just intent on trying to cause carnage. Okay, 2 laps to go, still right in behind this 2nd place. Good race actually. Incredibly, I've still got, what's that, 98 damage. I've probably spoken too soon, and I'm sure that won't last, but it does give us a bit to play with. We can afford to be a little bit braver than, say, that car in front that's got, say, about 50 damage left. Don't really want to take a dive because we will damage ourselves, and it is easy to overshoot, but it's I think it's a psychological thing as well. If I can keep that pressure on that car in front, they probably know that I've got a lot more damage, and they might be expecting me to take them out at some point. Okay, over the end of the last but one lap, onto the last lap, and we've sneaked up the inside. They did run slightly wide on that corner. Of course, that puts them right behind us, and being on the last lap, they are now just as likely to try and take us out. Need to be quick around these corners if possible, but not overrun them. Okay, down to this really sharp left hand corner. They're still pretty close behind. Hopefully I can get my back end out the way. Okay, up we come then towards the finish line. Oh, and this car's in the way. Can we get past? That one's going backwards. That was the leader. That was the leader. I thought that was a back marker, and I actually slowed down to try and avoid them. I don't think we could have overtaken them anyway, but that was the leader. I guess they'd got to the finish and just waited for everyone to reverse over the line to win. 2nd place though, not a bad result. On to today's 2nd online race then, and we're at the Motor City circuit. 3 laps around here. Again, I'm going to stick with the Speed Demon stock car pulled right out in front of me. That is about as bad a start as I could have hoped for. Got that hot bomb right behind us, and that stock car has now been turned round. Right, I'm getting banged and buffeted a little bit here. See, I'm realistic damage, just these little knocks, and before you know it I'm down to 82 damage. Obviously this provides a lot different challenges to the last track. I'm a lot more familiar with this one, and yeah, totally different challenges. Not many runoff areas, so unlikely you're going to get caught in a position where you're stuck and you would need a reset. But of course the issue you do have is every corner is pretty much a 90-degree right angle corner, and there's barriers all around, so if someone slams you as you're turning into a corner, then yeah, you're going to get whacked against the barriers and lose a lot of damage. Okay, down this long straight now, and there's a car probably within punting distance behind, so I need to try and get my braking right here, unless I think they're going to shoot past. Right, back end out of the way, quick. Whoa, they've just slid wide. They clanged into the barriers and will have done themselves a little bit more damage, which is good. That is good, because we've definitely got way more damage left than them now, so they're going to have to be a bit more cautious if they're going to try and take us out again. In saying that, we've pulled a big lead over them. 5th place then as we cross the line for the start of the second lap. Whoa, wrecked car right on the line, and a bit of carnage here as well. We need to get our way through quickly. Has that car lost its wheel? Yeah, it has lost the front wheel. Thought it was going really slow, and that was for position as well, so we're up to 3rd place now. Okay, 5-6 seconds up to 2nd, and then the leader's about 9 seconds ahead. Let's see if we can do anything to catch them up. Now we've got some free space. That is the 2nd place. We've already caught quite a bit on 2nd and the leader. We can keep this going. Of course, we've just got to watch now for wrecked cars or badly damaged cars in the middle of the road, or back markers coming back the other way, or they've made a bit of a mess there, but we've got nowhere to go. Yeah, we've got to sneak through that gap. That's a shame. They made a bit of a mess of that corner, and if there were no cars around we could have sneaked down the inside, but as it was we had to back off and sneak through the gap. But they've gone really wide there. The way they're driving that, I'm guessing they've got a lot of damage and are struggling to control that car. Okay, up into 2nd place then, and we are 5-6 seconds behind the leader, something like that. Any way we can bring that back. We'll see what the gap's like as we come over the line. It's increasing obviously at this point now because they're on the fast section. Whoa, just managed to thread through that gap there. Yeah, they're about 7 seconds, so we might have pulled in about 3 seconds on that lap, but that isn't going to be enough if we want to catch them. Saying that, they've suddenly dropped to 4 seconds, 5 seconds ahead, something like that. So you never know. Just got to watch, keep our eyes peeled for cars like that stuck in the middle of the track, and also for any slow moving back markers. Ooh, I'm really pushing this. That was probably a little bit wild, but I've got to push if I want any chance. I might as well push in this first half of the lap, really go for it, and then whoa, that's them. If I can hit the back end. They were right in my way. I would have liked to have sneaked past without touching them at all, but once they reversed, the only option was to hit their back end to spin them back the wrong way, rather than try and swerve to the front end and probably outright them. So we are away in the lead. I don't know what happened. I didn't see any other cars around, so whether there was another car involved in that crash or whether they just lost control around that corner, either way we are way in the lead now. 8, 9, 10 seconds, something like that. Just a few back markers here we've got to watch. That was wrecked actually. Right, any cars in the way? If not, we can really take it easy. We are a long way ahead. Got a wrecking assist there as well. I wonder if that's that car that was in first that we touched, if that's got wrecked now, and that's what's given me a wrecking assist. Back marker here, so we've got to be careful as we come past, but we are through and we are going to get a win. An unexpected win. Yeah, I didn't think we were going to catch that leader. That's the thing, you can never tell with realistic damage. 1:23 was our fastest lap. By far the best lap, but we weren't going to catch the leader unless they had a crash. Okay, 3rd and final online race today at the Triben Speedway. Always a good one for realistic damage. Obviously such a fast track, obviously short as well. We're going to let some of these others go. There's always going to be carnage, especially on the first lap, on the first few corners. Round we come. It is the wild circuit configuration, as you can see, so we have got the ramps. Whoops, normally I will try and avoid them if I can, but it's not worth going out your way or putting yourself at jeopardy to do that. Oh, don't swing right in front of me. That was unfortunate, and we've got pushed over the ramp. Fortunately, you didn't spin round. Can we get round quickly here? Got to hold it wide because that car inside, no, couldn't hold them, but at least we've kept it going. Half decent first lap then, 9th place, and 89 damage left is that. Leader is 8 seconds ahead, something like that. That car has lost it on the outside, but they're going to be rejoining. Got to sneak through the chicane. Car in front has gone round the ramp. Yeah, always definitely quicker, but you've just got to be a little careful. If you get your wheels half over the ramp, it's easy to flip yourself over. Whoa, big crash there ahead on the line. Hopefully we can avoid it. Yeah, and those two have taken each other out while trying to avoid it, so we're up to 6th place now. We've got a gap behind, yes we have. Only a small gap, but we are okay. God, it is only a small gap actually. Right, need to get some good speed off here as we come towards the line for the start of the 4th lap. I'm going to hold off here, can we? Yeah, that car's in the way. Can we sneak up the inside? That was probably a little bit brave, and that's not going to work well for me because I'm going to go through that barrier. I'm just getting pushed sideways here. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do at all. I was off the accelerator hoping to get pushed back straight, but we're having a right ding dong here with this car, battling over 5th place which is great fun. I'd rather be battling up near the front though. We've got about 4 or 5 seconds down to the car behind. Oh, they've just stopped straight in front of me. Don't know if that did me more damage or them by doing that. They've just literally brake checked me though as we've come over the line, and they are now inside, so I'm going to have to wait. Yeah, they are intent on just slowing me down and wrecking my race now, which is fair enough. It's all part of the game. So I've got to, whoa, yeah, again, I had to back out of that, otherwise they would have spun me around. But see, this is the problem. He's succeeded in slowing me down, but then someone else has overtaken. In saying that, they've shot wide at the corner, so he has gained. Right, okay. Where are we? 6 laps to go. Three laps to go. Lap 6. Both of those cars have avoided the ramp. Let's see if we can get going again after being held up for a lap or two. Oh, there's a couple gone wide. Is our friend in that? Yes. I think our friend was in that little group, so we are up into 4th place. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were. Yeah. Well, it's true what they say. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. You certainly make a lot of enemies by playing like that. Not that there's anything wrong, and it's good fun. Oh, just about held it there through there. Right, up over the ramp. We are coming round to what's going to be the start of the last lap. 3rd place. Quite happy with 3rd place actually. I wonder if there's any chance we can make any more places up. Probably not actually. Just looking at the times, 8 seconds up to 2nd place and about 15 seconds up to the leader. So the leader is going to be over the line in about 6 or 7 seconds, I would have thought. There's a car struggling there. They are, I guess, badly damaged. Oh, they probably had to slow to get through these cars. There's the winner across the line. Yeah, 2nd place is still, they're going to be over the line any second now. There they go. So we are going to take, I said we're going to take a 3rd. We are really struggling, and that car is gaining quick. I need to block them. Whoa. Yeah, with the damage I'd got, we were really struggling and not making very fast progress. Just about held on to the 3rd place then. 25 seconds was our best lap. A couple of 24s, much better than us, but 3rd place. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this online racing video again. Again, the realistic damage always brings some action. Well, see you soon.